Hey friends, Jeff Faldalen. Hope you're having a great day, and I want to talk about the movie Avatar. I don't know if you've seen it or not, but I highly recommend that you do go see this thing because when this movie was over and the lights came back on, I just sat there just absolutely blown away by what I just witnessed. And I encourage you to, check out the article that I have on that I've written about it because after I left the movie, I really started searching and going, why did this movie affect me so much? What was it that was so powerful that drew me in so much? I mean, the movie's like 3.5 hours long, 3 hours long, and it just seemed like it went by just like that. And after I started doing a little analysis and looking at some of the strategies that I know in marketing, I started to recognize some very profound techniques that they use in that movie. And I mean, these are literally hypnotic marketing techniques that'll just absolutely suck you in into this movie and just keep you riveted to the screen, just waiting to see what's going to happen. And I was just charged with emotion. It was amazing. But I remember back in, I think it was 96, 97, something like that, that I went and seen Titanic. And I went to the movie by myself because I knew I was going to get pretty emotional about it. And it just happens that James Cameron did that movie as well. And with this one, my wife and I went and seen it. And I was absolutely just wow. I mean, when the movie was over, I just sat there and I didn't know if I was supposed to laugh, I was supposed to cry. I was just so emotionally charged and not quite knowing what to do now. But like I said, once I got looking at it and reflecting back on some of the themes that took place in that movie that really drew us in, and once I share these with you, you'll understand, and I believe you'll agree with me. It uses one of the most powerful marketing techniques are out there, and that is us versus them. You had the people that were from Pandora, and you had the soldiers, and the soldiers were going to destroy their Pandora, and it was whatever side that you were on, it was just incredibly emotionally charged, and it was this constant friction and battle that was going on, and you were rooting for a certain team and the underdogs, and it just really sucked you in. So when you're marketing, when you're doing copywriting or videos or anything like that, bear in mind how powerful of a strategy that is. It's us versus them. So when you're talking about internet marketers, us internet marketers as a community, and it's versus who I don't know, some people that work at jobs, if you will, or using that whole thing of us and them and playing against one another. It's powerful technique. And then the other part of it was a small town boy turns hero. Not only did they use a small town boy, but they used a crippled, washed up military hero that all of a sudden has the ability to run and do all these things that the avatars can do, and that in itself. And then you've got this constant friction of wondering what side is he really on? Is he going to position the I can't even remember what the name of these things were called, the novice into having them destroyed by the military, or was he going to be on the novice side? I mean, there was just this constant tension as to whether or not not knowing what side he was on. So that's another thing that you can think about when you're writing copy. Is it's a power, and that's why people use testimonies. When some kid that didn't have a hope for anything all of a sudden hits it big, and it's a powerful testimony, your typical rags to riches story. And that was another part of it. And there's another one that was pretty powerful, and that is being that movie touched core values, core beliefs or core identities within each person. It touched these things that, I mean, what man wouldn't want to be able to make the biggest, baddest bird out there submit to your control? What guy wouldn't want to do that? I mean, to be a warrior, to fall from another flying pterodactyl, land on the back of another one, take it over, and go and save the queen of the tribe. I mean, what guy wouldn't want to do that? And those are core identity issues, and a technique that you can use. I mean, this is Frank Kern stuff, that is to you get in touch and you write out your ideal day. What does your ideal day look like? What would it look like if this was your last day that you were going to live over and over and over and over? And the guys that fantasize about being the rock star, what does that day look like? So that it touched that aspect of it of being able to fly, being able to conquer, be a warrior, and save the princess of the tribe. And then, what woman wouldn't want a guy to fight the biggest, baddest bird and bring him into submission and fly into the clan, and he's the guy. I mean, what woman wouldn't want to be rescued by a guy like that? So it really touched some very emotionally charged buttons within ourselves, and that's what, once you understand how marketing is done, you can really respect what James Cameron did in that movie. The other part of it was being able to have your prayers answered. When he goes to the tree and he prays that we need help, and then all of a sudden at the end of the movie, all the animals come flying in and answers his prayer. We all want to know that our prayers are being heard, and it was just an incredibly well put together movie with some powerful, really, literally hypnotic marketing techniques that drew us in. And friends, understand that this movie has done, and last time I checked, it was over $2 billion. The closest movie before that was Titanic. That did $600 million. Okay, that means Avatar did over 3.5 times the amount that Titanic did. That's how profound this is. So if you really want to be successful in copywriting, doing videos, whatever it is, I mean, it all boils down to copywriting and knowing how to connect with your audience. If you want to be good at it, really study Avatar and see how it impacts you, and just pay attention to what's going on with you as you watch the movie. You've got the colonel that's just really forceful and authoritative, and that in itself is a powerful marketing technique, is because people will listen to other people in authority. So check it out. Great movie. Be sure to comment on this, because I'd love to hear your feedback on this and how the movie impacted you. So be sure to comment on the bottom of this video, or on my blog, comment that this video will be pasted on. So look forward to my new videos. I'm going to be doing stuff each and every day from here on out. At least try to do it each and every day, giving you powerful marketing tips. And look for the one I'm going to be giving out tomorrow, and where I'm going to talk about you need to show up for your success. And I've got a beautiful analogy that really is going to make that point home, because I experienced some stuff this weekend that just absolutely blew me away. So look forward to seeing you on the next video. Take care. God bless. And I'll see you on the other side. Take care.